Hello my friends, welcome back to another episode of Warriors Amongst Men, Spirit Amongst Flesh, the Kingdom of Heaven over the Kingdom of Materialism. My name is Sam and I help people to live the life they came here to live as a spiritual being having a human experience. And today we've got the whiteboard out. How exciting. And we're going to be talking about the New World Order, the spiritual meaning, as you can see. Now I make this video today because I know many of you guys are worried about what's going on in the world, and if you can see clearly what's going on in the world, then congratulations, because there are so many people that are blind to the truth right now. And I always say, if you want to know the truth, you have to know the lie, because when you can see what's happening in the world and you can see all the craziness, right, if you can see the inversions, right, that everything's backwards, then you know how to invert them. Now you're getting closer to your life purpose. So today I'm going to give you the spiritual meaning. But what is the New World Order? For those of you that may not know what I'm talking about, well, there are families that have interbred with each other for generations and generations that go back thousands of years, and you can see that all roads lead back to Sumer, ancient Sumer, or Mesopotamia, Babylon, right? And Babylon have, these families have migrated out of Mesopotamia into the rest of the world under different names. And I'm not going to go into the names of them today because that's not what this video is about. But the New World Order is where the few, right, the elite bloodlines that I'm talking about, they are trying to further enslave humanity, right? And their wishes are to have, a fully microchipped and surveillanced population, right, globally, where they have face recognition cameras, and they can track your every move, right? They want a online currency so they can track your currency, right? And they can have fully control over people if they get their wishes, right? Because this is what people are worried about, because obviously if you don't do as you're told and you're on the furlough payments, right, you're relying on the government for your money. If you don't do as you're told, you won't get your money at the end of the month. And what we're going on right now, what we're going through, 2020, is a planned economic collapse, right? You think it's all about this bacteria, shall we say, because YouTube doesn't like it when you say certain words, because obviously they're censoring speech. So this is why the whiteboard's out today, so I can just write it down so you know what I'm talking about. So they want us microchipped and they want us linked to the 5D web, if you like. Right, I'm left-handed, by the way, so you have to excuse my handwriting if you can't read it. So they want us connected to this 5G web. And there's the New World Order. If you look up the Georgia Guidestones in America, it has it's a little bit like Stonehenge in England, but it has the 10 commandments of the New World Order, and the first one is maintain population of the world globally below 500 million. So obviously people are seeing this and they're worried about what's going on. But I'm here to give you today the spiritual meaning of the New World Order, because it's not such a crazy thing that's happening. The reason I say you have to know the lies to know the truth is because, first of all, you're going to wake up and think, oh my God, something's happening in the world, what's the world coming to? Everything's backwards here, right? Lawyers destroy justice, schools destroy education, religion destroys spirituality, these bastards destroy the world. Do you see deficiency or fullness? Right? Do you see fear or love when you look around? Right, everything's backwards here, because this is actually what I call Earth School, right? So you're here for lessons. This is planet Earth, right? Right, this is the planned net for your soul. The planned net, right? Now, so we can see that we're actually here for lessons, right? The world is nothing like what we think it is, and so many of us along our early journey, we look into conspiracy theories because we want to know the truth. We want to know what's going on in the world. There's nothing wrong with that. And when you start asking questions, then you go on a quest. So the New World Order, the spiritual meaning, obviously, first of all, you look into the physical for answers, and then you get into the spiritual because you realize we're living a spiritual game. So let's get into the video. The New World Order, the spiritual meaning, right? I'm not here to put fear into you. I'm here to empower you. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to activate you as a spiritual being. So let's do this. The New World Order is actually the New Word Order. Right, let me explain. Let's get rid of that for now. So the New World Order is actually the New Word Order, or is it the New World Order? Now, what you need to know about this is that words create worlds. Words create worlds, if you can read that, and worlds create words. So words create worlds and worlds create words. What do I mean by worlds though? Let me show you. Right, so right now you can see that this elite bloodline family that I'm talking about, what are they doing? They're putting out, chemtrails in the sky, which is like chemicals. They're spraying on the fields and stuff. They're literally spraying pesticides and all these chemicals on your fields, which are, if they're spraying this on the crops, this is where cancer is coming from, because within the foods lie everything that our bodies need so that we are healthy. But the stuff they're spraying on the fields is removing the enzymes that stop cancer from expressing itself in the body, if you will. So what we have to do is eat more organically, and we have to invert the inversions, and we have to live the truth within the lies. So words create worlds and worlds create words. So let's get into the true message of the video. But first of all, words are very powerful, right? This is why they always talk about the word of God, and they've got everyone so well brainwashed in Babylon, right? Because obviously Babylon has moved throughout the entire world now, right? Babylon, or is it London, right? Or is it that people are babbling on and on and on? People are wasting their breath, right? And we know that the word breath is actually, spirit comes from the Latin spiritus, which means breath. So breath is actually your spirit. So you're wasting, if you're babbling on and on, right, you're wasting your breath, which is wasting your spirit. So, and obviously Babylon are massively in control of the world, the bloodline families. That, Babylon, if you don't know, is actually modern day Iraq. It's the Middle East, right? And they've gone out around the world, like I've said, and now they're in Babylon. Right, the royal families, which claim their place to royalty, by the way, because of their descendants from the serpent gods. That's why you have people like Prince Charles, right? That if you can see, if you track his ancestry, that he's actually a descendant from Vlad the Impaler. He used to impale people, right? It's the person they based Dracula on. So these people have it in them to be doing, you know, satanic rituals, sacrifices and stuff like that, and that's why, you know, so many people are exposing this right now. That's why Jimmy Savile was knighted by the Queen, right? You're telling me they didn't know what was going on with him, right? But of course they did. You can't get near the Queen without them doing a full search on you. So words are very powerful because words create worlds. Let me explain. Because the more you understand a word, right, think about this. When I say the word fitness, right, what comes into your mind? Everything you know about fitness. If I say a word that you don't understand, right, like oscillating waveform frequency, if you don't understand what that means, then it doesn't mean anything to you, right? So the more you understand words, the more you understand reality. This world is based on words. That's why when you go to school, you learn how to spell, right? And who's at the front of the class teaching you? It's the staff. And when you go, you know, what are these movies? Where are the movies coming from that are putting spells into your mind? They're coming from Hollywood. And Hollywood, right? Holly actually means, it actually comes from the holly tree, right? This is where witches used to carve their wands from the holly tree. So Hollywood, wood is a wand, right? So they know what they're talking about. They are casting spells on humanity with their films, etc. So we know that words are very powerful, and the more you understand a word, so understanding creates expectations, and expectations create manifestations. So understanding creates expectations which create manifestations. So let me give you an example. If you don't understand wealth, right, how wealth works, a lack of understanding in wealth creates poverty, right? So if you understand poverty really well, then you expect poverty and then you manifest poverty. But if you learn more about wealth, you learn more about it, you educate yourself, then you understand it, you expect it, you live it, you manifest it within your life. Because words create electromagnetic frequencies within your brain, right? It creates thought patterns within your brain, it creates circuits within your brain, and words become your property within your brain, right? It takes up space within your brain. So this is why they got people babbling on and on. They're teaching you so much nonsense that doesn't matter. Like, look at school, look at all the things they taught you at school which you don't apply to your life after school, right? If you're still at school, ask your parents. Right, they're either brainwashing your sense of perception on the world, right? They're either teaching you about science, but they're not teaching you about how the body actually works as a hologram, or they are, you know, they're either teaching you lies or they're putting stuff in your head that doesn't matter, taking up space, creating neuron pathways, electromagnetic pathways within your brain, which keeps you on a circuit, which keeps you manifesting the same thing. So words are super powerful. Anything you can get with money, I can get with words. Anything you can get with money, I can get with words. It's better to have a pocket full of words than it is to have a pocket full of cash. Because if you know how to use words, you now know how to create spells. You now know you know, you can put words in other people's minds. Words are stronger than machine guns, because words is what makes someone pick up a machine gun. It's what makes people go to war. It's what creates grudges, shame. So the New World Order is actually them trying to affect your biological computer in the ways that I'm saying, through chemtrails, shitty food, shitty water, shitty school education systems. But the spiritual meaning is that you're here for lessons. You're here to learn how to become a spiritual being on this planet, right? On this planned net for your soul, in the university, right? This is all about lessons. The word life actually means lesson. So what's the new whirl order, right? A whirl is actually your chakras, right? They're trying to affect your chakras. So a chakra comes from the Sanskrit word meaning wheel, a spiraling vortex of energy. So in your body you have, let me see if I can get this on the screen. So you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 primary chakras within your body. Obviously you've got the root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart, your throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. So each one represents something different within the human experience. So obviously when your chakras are blocked, which they're trying to do with the New World Order, is obviously the root chakra is fear, and then you have guilt, shame, grudge, so you're holding a grudge, excuse my writing by the way, or denial. This one is the illusion. I better put that there so you can see. Illusion, does that have one S or two? Illusion, and that doesn't look right. Illusion and attachment. They don't want you to know that you're a spiritual being. They want you attached to the human process, right? So they want you in fear. You see the fear everywhere. And guilt, right? How many of us are walking around with guilt because we keep making mistakes in our life because we've not been taught spirituality properly? What about shame? How many of us are walking around with shame and not walking around with courage, right? How many of us are holding grudges? How many of us are denying ourselves to speak because we've not been taught how to speak, right? We've been taught all these words and spells at school, but they didn't teach us where words actually came from and how powerful words. They don't teach you what words are, right? Illusions. People are worried about the future right now, but that's an illusion. It hasn't actually taken place. You're worried about what happened in the past. That's an illusion. The only truth is now. Attachments, you know, I already explained this one. You think that you're a human. You believe you're a human, which to believe is believe, right, is actually a lie, right? You're being a lie if you believe something, right? But your beliefs are powerful, so you can program your beliefs so that they work for you, okay, rather than against you. If you believe something, you believe you're a human because you don't know you're a spiritual being. So this is part of the chakra system, right? But when your chakras are open, when your chakras are aligned and balanced, what's the score? So what we have is obviously the root chakra was to do with fear, but what it's actually to do with is being grounded. That is a bad way of spelling, but right, grounded. And then the sacral chakra is obviously to do with guilt, but it's also to do with creativity. So if you can activate by being grounded, connected to Mother Earth, right? You are here for the human experience. You're of the world. You're in the world, but not of the world. So creativity. Solar plexus is about courage, and then the heart chakra is about authenticity. The throat chakra is about following your willpower. It takes courage to live, and you have to follow your willpower here on this planet. It's a crazy world out there. And then the third eye, illusions, right? Or is it clarity? So when you can activate all these, the last one, the crown chakra, is not attachment, or you might say detachment. It's actually connection to who you truly are. So once you're activated, right, you're grounded to Mother Earth, but you're connected to the heavens, to beyond life and death, the process of being human. You're creative, right? You're not in guilt anymore. You're using your creativity because you know that you have a limited amount of time here, and you're here to fulfill your purpose. So you're going to be creative, and you are unique, right? So you've got to be authentic. You've got to live with courage, right? Don't cross out the courage, just live with it. And so authenticity is another massive thing. If you want to live in God's wealth, if you want to live in abundance, right, which is your birthright, all you need to do is be authentic and consistent, right? You have to be consistent, authentic, living from the heart. You have to have an open heart. You have to be able to give love and receive love. That is who you are. It's your birthright. Don't block yourself. You're holding a grudge against someone else, but they don't know that. Only that is just a weight within you, isn't it? Right? Have a conversation with them if you're holding a grudge. Following your willpower takes courage to follow your willpower. But the other side of your fears is the person you want to be, so you have to face your fears and let your light shine through. And what do we want most of all? Clarity. That means meditation, because meditation is about absorbing yourself into the present moment 100%. And we also want connection, so that we know who we truly are, because sometimes we get caught up in illusions and we get caught up in the matrix, because we get caught up in the planned net, because we don't have a connection to source, to who we truly are, to anything beyond. So I'm here to tell you to let your light be as hard as a feather. Let your what? Let your light be as let your heart be as light as a feather, and get rid of everything that is weighing you down, and know that you are loved. You are loved beyond this world by unseen forces. You're always protected. You're always looked after. So for goodness sake, follow your willpower. Get creative. Live with courage. Be you. So this is the new world order. It's not about the new world order. What we're actually moving into is the new earth split. So you're either gonna get absorbed by the matrix every single day. You're either gonna be living in fear, or all your chakras are gonna be blocked, or you're gonna start to live your purpose. And you do this by opening your chakras, and then at the end of this, you'll be part of the new world order. Right? And when your chakras are activated and you're living your unique divine purpose, which only you know, by the way, right, and your worlds are activated, now your words become activated. And when your words are activated, well, you know already, words create worlds. So this is what I wanted to share with you today, guys. The new world order is actually the new world order, which is actually the new word order, which is us creating our new worlds. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to get the whiteboard out more often, let me know in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, then please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions around your life purpose, following your path, or anything I've said today, if you have a personal question, then please let me know. The link to my personal Q&A service is in the description box below this video. Let me know what you think of this in the comments section. I really appreciate all your love and support, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace and love, my friends.